Here's an update to the Alice Cluster Cube. I'm going to call this the final version. I don't plan to take out or add any more cards to this half of the cube. This is the Alice only half. The other half is Grim with a little bit of Alice. I'll be working on that one later. Again, the cube setup is meant for 4 players. It can also be used for 8 players. So it's either 4 players and you get 2 whacks at the 24 packs, so 12 and then 12. Or you can use it for 8 players for 24 packs. It can be any other number, but optimally either 4 players twice, 8 players once. At the beginning of the round, I've been picking one of 4 random rulers. That's going to change because I haven't really finished the ruler part. I still don't have SKL Priscia, which I really want for the Beasts theme. And you can add normal stones for deck building for now, but eventually I'm going to work on the stones as well. A cube is a living organism, so it goes on for years. I don't plan to this is final, but it's never really final. So this quote-unquote final version, I made many substitutions. I aligned the tribes with 20 resonators per major tribe and 10 per minor. I did not have that in the previous version. I finally did pull my TMS box. I luckily pulled 5 Rukk Eggs. They all went in. I took out themes that aren't in the Moonless Savior, the Keeper's Cycle, and the Moon theme. Those two themes are in the other half of the cube. And so this is the final 24 packs, and I'll mate it with the 24 packs from the TMS Moon theme, Keeper's Cycle, Grim, and a few other cards. So now the cube is no longer a force of wind. Now the green selection is the same as all the other cards, and it's straight up 40-25, very clean. Okay. Again, the major tribes: dragons, machines, fairies, fairy tales, Knight of the Round Table, beasts, shadows, and then 10 each of sacred beast, zombie, and angel. I have showed the rulers before. I'm just going to cruise right through them. The one that I'm missing right now, I did pull a Dark Alice, which is great. Now I'm missing Priscia, which I would like to pull because the packs are so cheap, but I may just go ahead and get a single. I think it's like $2.50 these days. I'm not going to go through the cards in as much detail as I did in the first video in the playlist in which this video is in. So I'm really going to cruise right through and only highlight numbers that I do specifically remember changing by a lot and for some significant reason. I think these are similar to the first version. Now the angel count, I know for a fact, is bigger, larger, because I wanted Celestial Wing Seraph to be able to tutor for angels better. So now there's a total of 10 angels. So Celestial Wing can search for as many as 6 angels. Of course, you're fighting for angels with other players, so it's not going to be like that. But if you get to tutor at least once in your draft, if you have a Seraph, that would be nice. I think I already had 5 Guivers. I think I still had the same 3 Arthurs. I did add By Who because I wanted to make the 10 Sacred Beasts, and I pulled them. Didn't have any in the previous iteration of the cube. It is possible in a later iteration of the cube to boost up the Sacred Beast. I don't think I will. I really feel that the card selection in this cube is complete. From now on, all I need to do is work on my rulers and work on my stones. I don't think these counts change by much. Again, you can stop the video and look at them. You can also go to the first video where I talked about every single card in some detail. I still have only 2 Percivals. I don't really want to have so many 1-drops, even though I think it's a pretty good card. And I don't remember making any major changes for these cards. I did take down Protection of the Fairies by a lot. I think I have way too many. Don't see any major changes in this slide as well. Maybe I think this card is new. I don't remember off the top of my head. I pulled some more Battle for Ataraxia between this version and the last version, and I know for a fact that I put a Machine Sympathizer That card is new to the cube, to this version. This what I like to call the final version. I did add a Flower Kingdom. I think Fairy Tales get a lot of help. I don't remember it being in the first version. I still only have 3 add-on Brawlies. I did put in the entire combo for, I'll show it later. So I think I pulled an extra Hera, and I think I toned down laying the foundation. I don't remember making any changes for these. Same here. And I don't remember making any changes here. Maybe the water sprite is new. I don't remember that off the top of my head. So these I think didn't change much between the first version and this version. I did add 2 Prison in the Lunar Lake. I don't remember them being there in the first iteration of the cube. This is new for this version. I wanted to balance things, and part of the balancing was with Fairy Tales to make sure I had enough Fairy Tales. And so the 3-card combo of these 3 cards went in 3 of each. This is new for the cube. And I think this card is new as well. Then the Darkness cards, I don't remember making many changes, except maybe the Vampires. Yeah, and I also toned down Barrier of Shadows. Don't see any changes here that I remember. Yes, I should have checked the original video, but I'm running out of time. I also toned down the Scorn of Dark Atlas. I think I have many more before. And this goes back to the 40-25 split that I wanted to make sure I enforced. I think I added that Merlin, if I remember correctly. And I did add the Moonbeams. I didn't have any, now I have 2. And I also added Melder. I now have 2. And I also added the Covered Operative card. And I also added, I think, 1 more Risa. I only have 1 in the original one. And I think I have 1 more Hades. I think I only had 1 before. Don't remember making many changes to the fire card, except of course the 5 Rukk Eggs. I mean, that's what I really needed in this cube. I think pretty much everything else, well, I had to take something out, but I forget what it is that I took out. So I still have my dragons. Still kept my battle for Ataraxia. Oh, I took out Flame Dragons, Commandants. I had a playset, and now I have 1. And there was another card that I took 2 of. I forget the name. Everything else remained exactly the same. I wish I had pulled more Lancelots. In a future iteration of the cube, maybe I would bump up the Lancelots. Again, a cube is a living organism. I hope to get back to this half of the cube and make changes. I could also add more little match girls and more meat dragons, dregs. I could always have more Phantom of Primogenitor and add more of the big critters. Don't remember making many changes to the wind except for beasts. I did add some beasts. And I think, yeah, and I think I toned down Keen Sense. Definitely toned down Rapid Growth. Yeah, I toned down all the wind normal spells by a lot. All these cards that were like 4, 5, 6, 7 in the first iteration, now they're kept down to pairs, just 2 of each. I'm rewriting laws. I think I had like 9 in the first version of the cube, 9 or 7. Now I'm down to 2. Okay, and so just toning down the spells, the Force of Wind part of the cube. Definitely toned them down by a lot. I mean, only 2 Wall of Winds, only 2 Wind Secluded Refuges. I don't remember if I upped the number of Timekeeper Elves, but now there's 4. And only 2 Space-Time Anomalies. Think the Regalia I did not make many changes to Regalia, except I know that I included 2 more horns. I only had 1, and I seem to remember that I added more Maribels. And for sure, I did not have any Orbs of Illusion, and now I have 3. In the case of the colorless or no attribute cards, the machines, I made many changes. I took some out almost completely, and it was all because I rebalanced the attributes. I would have loved to have more mass-produced giant landmines just because I love the title. I didn't. I was trying to balance the cube and the Mechanical Knight, which is a machine and Knight of the Round Table, and the Mechanical Sprite, which is Machine Fairy, the ones that were double attribute, and the Imitation Dragon, which is Machine Dragon. I made sure I had a playset of each. Okay, and the same with Remote Control Beast. It's a Machine Beast. Maribella's work I took down by a lot. I only have 1 now, and I pulled 3 awesome Remote Control Golems. I love the artwork, love the card, and I needed big critters. And I think that does it.